We continue self-analysis using the 28 questions stipulated by Napoleon Hill in his book, Think and Grow Rich. Welcome guys, this is Bia Mulanga, and this will be part 2 of taking stock of the year 2022 using Napoleon Hill's 28 questions stipulated in his book, Think and Grow Rich. And if you haven't seen part 1, I'll put the link in the description below. And if you're new to this channel, or you're returning but haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe, watch, like, and share the videos with others. Here is number 11. Has my relationship with my associates in work been pleasant or unpleasant? If it has been unpleasant, has the fault been partly or wholly mine? I think for the most part it's been pleasant. I haven't had any complaints. But again, you never know. People act differently and think differently. I have come to understand and believe that if you remove prejudice, over expectation, judgment, and entitlement, you create a platform where you can get to understand people better, where you can get to understand their motives for you and hopefully get to convey your motives for them or what you require from them. And with that understanding, I believe it builds a relationship that is better for both sides. Number 12. Have I dissipated any of my energy through lack of concentration of effort? Once in a while, I get caught up in moments where I am just not in the best of myself. I'm focused on the wrong things and it's hard to get back on track. It kind of feels like some distractions seem to take priority even when we know what we need to do exactly. Let's take, for instance, the just ended Qatar World Cup. For any football or soccer lover, there were those games that you really needed to see or you felt you needed to see them. And if you look at the fixtures or the times when those games came on TV, especially for this part of the world, they came when we were supposed to be at work. So fear of missing out or not wanting to watch the game after they've already been played, some people resorted to watching the game whilst they're working, focusing on that distraction that we feel should be done and forgoing their actual work. That is at least 90 minutes of time taken out from their actual work. Number 13. Have I been open-minded and tolerant in connection with all objects? In most cases, it is a yes for me, because the past couple years, I've been teaching myself to be more open-minded. I've discovered it's the only way that I can fully learn, or I can fully appreciate some things, and I can fully understand or work closely with my colleagues at work. And not just at work, even my friends. We are not the same people. We are different people with different interests. But approaching our relationship with an open mind, it's helped me learn and understand them better than I would if I was closed. And I've also seen with experience from myself and from other people what a closed mind does. It makes it hard for somebody to learn. Number 14. In what way have I improved my ability to render service? I think one of the best ways to improve yourself or myself is by working towards becoming the best version of ourselves. Constant competition with our own self. Everybody should be better than they were yesterday. At least I believe that. So consistent learning, understanding and application, and knowing when to do what or when to apply my knowledge with my work or with people around me, it's actually helped me become better at rendering my service. In this case, I work as a programmer. So consistently learning my craft, becoming better at programming, understanding concepts much better, and applying them by improving the work that I already offer. It's helped me become a much better programmer, a much better employee in that sense. And obviously, when I'm stuck, I'm much more open right now with the things I've learned to ask for help. It does not help to keep on hitting a brick wall that will never come down. Number 15. Have I been intemperate in any of my habits? Let's see. For this one, it's still a work in progress. I've been good for the most part, I think. But obviously, there are times when I fail. And when I fall, pick myself up, and try to do better. All I can say is that for this year, it has been much better. I'm slowly casting away all the bad habits and replacing them with new ones. But like most people know, changing a habit can be one of the toughest things one can ever do. But again, winning at changing that habit becomes one of the most fulfilling achievement because you worked hard and you earned it, you achieved it. But I think what has helped me has been moderation in most cases, because sometimes when you just try to stop something just like that, you can have very bad withdrawals. So with moderation until you stop, it's kind of helped me to gradually get to the point where I want to be. And it's worked wonders in most cases. But I'd like to know, how do you handle this, especially for those people that have been fighting with this for so long and are winning the battle? What is your secret? Number 16. Have I expressed either openly or secretly any form of egotism? For me, that's a big no. When I was young, I learned exactly what ego does to people. It closes their minds. It makes it tough for them to learn, for them to respect others. I have seen ego destroy relationships and how shallow the egomaniacs become. And I promised myself I never wanted that for myself. Most people can relate. People that have so much ego, they are hard to deal with. Number 17. Has my conduct toward my associates been such that it has induced them to respect me? I should think so, but again, you never know. I mean, people act differently and think differently. We all know of those people that smile in our faces and show us all this respect and everything that we need to see, but behind our backs, they do all sorts of opposite things. They talk bad and they just trash us. But I think I've seen it from my colleagues and I'll go by what I see. So I think I've tried to earn the respect and I think I'm earning it. Number 18. Have my opinions and decisions been based upon guesswork or accuracy of analysis and thought? This has been a mixture of both, in the sense that in my line of work as a developer, software developer that is, we tend to guess, or I tend to guess some estimates, especially with time. I do what I call informed guesswork. This is where I try to predict something according to what I've done in the past or similar work. Let's say I am supposed to project completion of a project that I'm working on. After reading the specifications and remembering the past work that I've done that is so similar to that, I would project that completion time to be similar to that one. But obviously, if I come across any complications, I would ask for more time because then I can't meet that deadline. So it is still guesswork, but based on something that I've done in the past that's similar. But for the most part, I try to come to decisions with correct and accurate information. Just like I'm doing here, I am trying to give as correct information as possible about my year 2022. And in other videos, I try to give as correct information as possible according to the research that I've done and I want to share with the people. And by no means am I saying I'm an expert, but at least there's something that I've read somewhere that I can reference to. Number 19. Have I followed the habit of budgeting my time, my expenses, and my income, and have I been conservative in these budgets? This is a work in progress. It is not yet mastered. I'm still working on it, especially budgeting time. And expenses. So say like I try to update my calendar at the beginning of the week, projecting how much work I have in that week or what tasks I have and put them on my calendar. And sometimes I try to add the things that I'll complete in the months to come. But when the week kind of moves along, I get to a point where I get stuck or start switching tasks and not following what I laid out for myself. Sometimes it's trying to do something that's easier, but sometimes just like I feel something is much more important than what I have on that day, of which shouldn't be the case. I should follow what I plan to do to the book. But again, there should be some flexibility, I think. I don't know. What do you think? And then this also happens with money, where I have a budget of how I should spend my money. And then once in a while, there's that impulsive buy where I feel like I need something that I just want and I can do away with. So I move money from something that I'd planned to use my money on and then use it on something that I just want right now. It's a work in progress. I'll get better. And I believe anybody can. It's just staying strict to what we tell ourselves, staying strict to what we plan for ourselves. Number 20. How much time have I devoted to unprofitable effort which I might have used to better advantage? I think it's significant. I would say maybe like 1/4 of my time. this whole year. I know that's a lot of time to be unproductive. I know it's a lot of time to give to unprofitable efforts. And 2023 has to be different. I have to work on trimming that down. Just like you out there, if you're faced with such, I need to sit down, look at what I spend those hours on, and start taking them out one by one. I need to be a lot more productive in 2023 than I was this year. Every year that comes, I should be better than the last in every aspect. So self-analysis will not just help you put the year 2022 into perspective, but it will help you better understand yourself. It helps me better understand myself. I get to discover my strengths and my weaknesses, and I get to know what I need to work on in the years to come. And with that also, I get to see where I excelled and where I can be really proud of myself. But the work never stops. No human being is perfect. I will never reach perfection. But there's some aspects of my life that I should master. I should be better at things that I can be better at. Things that I cannot control, I'll leave them like that. But things I can control, I should work towards making the best of myself to become better at them. Thank you, and see you next time when we conclude self-analysis using the 28 questions by Napoleon Hill in his book, Think and Grow Rich. Catch you next time. Bye.